Red Dead Redemption 2 has been out for years, yet players are still discovering new mechanics hidden throughout the game. Horses are a perfect example. They're far more than just a way to travel from one town to another. They have their own behaviors, animations, and mechanics that most players never notice. I've spent a lot of time experimenting with different horses and testing these features myself. And today, I've put together another collection of horse tips that can make your next playthrough even better. Let's get started. A lot of players believe certain breeds are fearless, while others are naturally cowardly. In reality, every horse in Red Dead Redemption 2 can become frightened by predators such as wolves, bears, cougars, or alligators. The difference usually comes down to your bonding level, how quickly you react, and whether you keep your horse calm during dangerous encounters. Even the toughest looking horse isn't completely fearless. Most players only use the standard mounting animation. However, if you're approaching your horse from behind while moving quickly, Arthur can perform a much smoother rear mount, swinging directly into the saddle without walking around the side. It's a small animation, but during gunfights or fast escapes, it feels much quicker and looks incredibly stylish. Here's a fun mechanic worth trying. Under the right conditions, Arthur can jump from surprisingly high places and land directly on his horse without taking fall damage. The timing has to be right, but when you pull it off successfully, it's one of the coolest stunts you can perform while exploring the world. If your horse becomes critically injured, you'll usually have a short opportunity to revive it with Horse Reviver. But some accidents leave no second chance. Collisions with trains or extremely high falls can kill your horse instantly, preventing any revival. That's one reason many players choose to leave autosave enabled. It can help protect hours of bonding progress if something unexpected happens. Horse size isn't only cosmetic. Large breeds, like the Shire, feel heavier and require wider turns, while smaller horses are noticeably more agile when weaving through forests, towns, or narrow trails. Neither style is objectively better. It simply depends on how you prefer to ride. Your horse is incredibly loyal, but even it has a breaking point. If you continue forcing it to sprint after its stamina has been completely exhausted, eventually it'll protest by throwing you off. It's essentially the game's way of telling you to slow down before pushing your horse any further. Ever leave your horse somewhere on the other side of the map? Instead of spending several minutes searching for it, try saving your game and then immediately loading that save. In many situations, your primary horse will spawn close to Arthur, letting you get back on the road almost instantly. Normally, equipping or removing a saddle takes a few seconds because of the animation. However, if you position your horse at a slight angle before interacting with it, those animations can become noticeably shorter. It isn't a huge time saver, but if you swap saddles frequently, it adds up over time.
Okay, girl.
Here's another animation trick. If you're aiming a weapon while mounting or dismounting your horse, the animation becomes slightly faster than normal. It's a subtle difference, but during intense situations, every second counts. Need to restore a core while getting back on your horse? Try using food during the mounting animation. Because both actions overlap, the normal eating animation is skipped, allowing Arthur to finish both actions much faster. It's a handy little trick that many experienced players use without even thinking about it. Leave your horse standing in shallow water long enough and you'll notice something interesting. Instead of remaining there forever, it'll eventually walk back onto dry land by itself. It's another tiny behavioral detail that makes horses feel more alive, instead of simply acting like vehicles. Many players assume special ammunition can only be crafted after setting up camp. That's not entirely true. As long as the necessary crafting materials are stored on your horse, you can create ammunition directly while mounted, saving valuable time during long hunting trips or extended exploration. If you're traveling with a temporary horse or using a second horse for hunting, don't forget about your primary mount. You can still command it to follow you, remain where it is, or flee whenever necessary. Managing both horses effectively gives you extra storage and much more flexibility during hunting trips, robberies, or long journeys across the map. Those were 13 more horse tips and hidden mechanics that prove just how much depth Red Dead Redemption 2 still has, even years after its release. Whether these tricks help you travel more efficiently or simply make you appreciate Rockstar's attention to detail, there's always something new to discover out on the frontier. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Red Dead Redemption 2 secrets, guides, and hidden gameplay mechanics. And if you know another horse trick that deserves to be featured, leave it in the comments. I always enjoy seeing what other players have discovered. I've got even more hidden details, useful tips, and lesser-known mechanics coming in future videos, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.